Okay, welcome back. This is another episode of The Walking Dead, Season 3, Episode 4. If you hear buzzing again, I have my actual TV on right now, so don't worry about that if you hear buzzing. And if you want to know, this is a spoiler-based episode, so if you don't want to watch anything but spoiler-based, just don't watch it, look at a review. Okay, so I'm going to say how it starts from how it ends. How it starts, but how it starts is that somebody's trapping the prison. Somebody's taking deer meat that the zombies or biters ate up partially. He's dragging them back, making the zombies all pretty much fed, wants more meat, and he's cutting down the gates about everywhere in the prison. That's pretty much it for that part. Then it goes to Michonne and the governor. And it shows them together talking about the troops that they shot down last episode, but Michonne doesn't know any of this. And the governor is telling all these lies to make Michonne think, oh yeah, they actually died and everything. But Michonne's actually smart, and she doesn't believe him because there's fresh bullet holes, there's fresh blood, and the 50 cals... I don't know about the 50 cals, he just talks about we need ammunition about that. But that's pretty much it for that part. Like, there's not much, like, I know that Michonne's probably just gonna be like, oh, this is not right, we should just keep on going. But anyways, from that part, it goes back to the prison, and it shows that Rick and Glenn and everybody is just getting the prison all set up if there's ever an attack. And then the prisoners show up. The prisoners, Rick said last episode, or a few episodes ago, if you ever come out of cell block and we see you, we're killing you. So they come out, the prisoners I mean, they come out, say, can we help with anything, or can we at least come out of our cell block? Rick says, no, there's two options, you leave, or you go back to the cell block. They go back to the cell block, and that's pretty much it for them for a little bit. Then there's a part where Rick, Glenn, and a few others, like Daryl, they go out and get firewood. Yeah, those three. They go out and get firewood. When they start to come back, everybody just starts coming out, like, everybody just piling out of the cell blocks, getting the fresh new day, everything. So, when they were going out, they don't realize what's behind them, and there's a whole bunch of zombies actually behind them. They look behind, everybody scatters around the place. T-Dog and Carly? I'm just going to call her name Carly for now. I'll put an annotation about her real name probably right here. But anyways, they go off, fight the zombies off. T-Dog tries to shut the gate. While he's doing it, he gets bit on the shoulder. So that's pretty much it for him. So they rush into the prison again with Carly and T-Dog. I'm going to call her Carly, so nobody really cares about that right now. But they rush into the prison. So that's it for that. I have notes here, so if I just stop for a little bit, everybody somewhere in the prison, and blah blah blah, prisoners help, turn off. Okay, then when Rick and everybody's just about to go into the prison to help them try to find out where everybody is, the alarm goes off. Nobody knows what happens. The prisoners say that the generator's on. Somehow the generator turned on itself with the prisoners not around it. So Rick knows then that the prisoners weren't, like, involved with any of it. So the prisoners say, oh yeah, we'll help you turn it off if you... Nothing happens after that. They didn't want anything, they just wanted to help Rick. So, that goes with that. Lori thinks. Okay, when Lori and her group, which is Maggie, Lori, and Carl, okay, when they're going along, they find a door, they're in a room. Lori thinks that she's having a baby, which she pretty much has at the end of this episode. She thinks she's having a baby, and blah 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 with them. And she's with nobody else, like Herschel or any of the other doctors. Like Carly, she was the one who was actually prepping for the actual baby itself. So let's go on. So then we find out the governor, like it goes on to back to Woodbury. So the governor and Merle are talking. The governor, Merle got, who is it, Andrea. Merle was talking to Andrea. Andrea gave a map to where Daryl and them were last together. And Merle's like, let's talk to the governor. While he was golfing on, I don't know for what reason, he was golfing. And he asked the governor if he can actually go out, have a search party, look for his brother. The governor says, do you have any proof? Merle says, yes, here it is. The governor is now pleased with that. He says, get more hard evidence. And that's pretty much it for that. Let's go on. Okay. After that part, it goes back to the prison. Back to the prison, it shows Lori and her group. She's trying to have the baby. She tells Maggie she has to help her, and she starts pushing. But every time she pushes, there's more blood and more blood. So that's pretty much it for that part. Then it skips to T-Dog and Carly. It goes on with them fighting off zombies, trying to get their way around the prison because all the gates are open pretty much right now. So they go around, and T-Dog kills himself pretty much to save Carly. So that's the first death in this actual episode right now. Then it goes back to the governor. So the governor is talking with Andrea about them leaving, their plans about leaving and them going to the coast and everything. So it doesn't really matter about that. Then it goes back to the prison, which is mainly the big part of the show right now. Rick and the prisoners go to the actual prison generator. They go into the room, and they find who's actually trapping the prison. Let's just stop with the season stuff. But episode 2 in this season, they found out that there's the other prisoner that they thought Rick threw out of the door, then shut the door, and he heard him scream. Well, he's still alive he's still alive, and he was trapping the prison, trying to kill everybody off and save their prisoners to get back to the prison so they can clear it out, and that will be their home. So, okay, tries to kill the prisoners. Okay, then the other prisoner, like when Rick and him, the other prisoner from the other few episodes ago, they start fighting. Rick's gun falls out of his hand, and it goes with Axel's other friend. There's two prisoners. I'm really bad at names, so I'm just calling him the black prisoner that was with him. He picks up Rick's gun. He points it at Rick and the other prisoner, and he chooses to shoot the other prisoner because he wants to try to get on Rick's side. He knows that he's more pretty much powerful in this situation, and everybody would kill him anyways if they looked at him. So Rick and everybody shuts down the generators. The noise goes off, so there are more zombies around the prison. Then it goes to the other sad part of the episode. This is when Lori pretty much dies. Lori says, Maggie, you have to cut me open to save the baby. But that kills Lori. So Maggie says, no, we can't do this, but she knows she has to. So she takes Carl's knife and cuts her open. And this is really gruesome, actually. There's a lot of blood for a few seconds. So she cuts her open. Lori passes out. She dies. And the baby is saved after she pats her on the back a few times. So they were just starting to get out of the room, trying to get with the other group. But Carl's like, no, this is my mom, I need to shoot her. So he shoots his mom so she doesn't turn. That's a big part of the episode because you just didn't think that would happen. Nobody would die in this episode, but two people actually, two of the main group, T-Dog and Lori. And that's actually really surprising actually for one episode. Two main characters just gone off the bat. Then everybody gets together, like Rick's group, everybody else's group, pretty much fighting off the zombies, and pretty much goes into the courtyard. Everybody's back together. Then Rick hears a baby crying. That is another part of the episode where you're supposed to feel sad that Laurie's dead. But I didn't really. I said, oh, okay, this is happening. I don't really care anymore. So, Rick starts crying, everybody starts crying, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. So, if you want me to keep on going with these, just comment, say yes or no, and say what I can actually make better in these episodes. So, tell me about that. And for now, I'll say see ya. And I think you'll be seeing Halo Limited Edition come out. I'm doing an unboxing of that, of the Limited Edition again. Okay, see ya.